Hi, this is the Jacques family. Welcome to the BG Kids Online Devotion. I'm Matt.
I'm Julie.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Eli.
Isaac and Eli are involved at the kids programs at Bluegrass, and I teach the 4, 5, 6 class during 1050s. Today's lesson is entitled The Armor of God, and we're going to be reading from Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 17. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, to stand. Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Here we have 2 oranges, both with their armor on, and Isaac's going to go ahead and put them in the water, and we're going to see what happens here. Notice that both oranges are floating. They are standing firm in the water because they have their armor on. But what might happen if one of the oranges starts to lose its armor and doesn't stand firm in the water? So we're going to find out here. What about if the orange doesn't have its belt of truth on? But what happens when we start peeling some of our armor off? Let's find out what happens. See if we notice a difference here. We might have lost our belt of truth, possibly our breastplate, and notice that it is now sinking a little farther into the water. So let's peel some more armor off and see what happens here. Perhaps we're losing our feet. They're not fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Let's see what happens now. See if you can tell a difference. It's going a little further down. The one with all the armor is good. The other one is starting to sink a little. Okay, let's see what happens here. Peel off our shield of faith, our helmet of salvation. We'll lose the sword of the Spirit, and now all the armor is off. And let's see what happens to the orange now. Look, now you can see this one's no longer able to stand. It has lost all its armor, while the one that still has its armor is standing firm and standing tall. So kids, don't forget to put on your full armor every morning. And parents, challenge your children to think purposely each day about putting on each piece of armor. Maybe you could even pretend to put on each piece together every morning. When I purposefully try to put on my own armor, I know I'm able to stand more firmly against the devil's schemes. I bet your kids can too. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you for everyone watching, and just pray your blessings upon them, and may they remember to put on the full armor